Hi, it's me Hilal. My number is 1902010262. I'm from Management, Faculty Economic and Business. Well, I will tell you about the journey of my life. Started from the day I was born until this time with pleasure. First of all, my journey was begun when I was born normally on Thursday, 13th November 2000, with the atmosphere of the holy month of Ramadan in the public hospital near my house. Little Hilal grew up in a modest family with both my father and mother were teachers at a junior high school in Wangon sub-district. Every day, little Hilal was accompanied by someone else because both my mother and my father went to school every morning to teach their students. One day, an incident happened when I was a toddler, around 3 or 4 years maybe. Early in the morning, my body was hot. My tongue hunched over the larynx, stiff, eyes bulging, and shortness of breath. My mom and dad panicked and then took me right away to the hospital. This incident didn't happen once or twice, but often in intensity. After being taken to the Prof. Dr. Margono Soekaryo Hospital in Banyumas, the doctor said while showing my X-ray result that I hit my head and one of the nerves was affected. According to the doctor, it is a symptom of septic disease. The healing process could only be done by being hospitalized. After spending a lot of time hospitalized, I thanked God because little Hilal was declared cured. However, the pediatrician who took responsibility for me at that time, Dr. Basalona, said the recovery process must be accompanied by regular medicine consumption so that the disease doesn't recur at any time. Since then, I started taking medicine every day for approximately 1 year. Before I took regular medication, my weight was still normal for my age. But when I stopped taking the medicine, my weight became very high and continued to increase and increase and increase so that I became fat for a child for my age. And when I was 5 years old, I went to school for the first time. It was Diponegoro 142 Wangon Kindergarten. This kindergarten was right next to the school where my father taught, namely at MTS Ma'arif NU1 Wangon. My father and I always went together in the morning. But when I finished my previous school, I went straight to my father's school and waited him to come home together. And after graduating from kindergarten, I went straight to school at the Kelapa Gading 1 State Elementary School at the age of 7. In my first grade, I was taught by a teacher who was very fierce. The weapon was the legendary large, long wooden ruler. Whenever there were children who didn't pay attention and played by themselves, she would pound the table until it sounded crack, and everyone would immediately be quiet and calm watching her. During elementary school, I also suffered from tonsillitis. Whenever I drank ice, my tonsils were definitely swollen and shortness of breath at night. And at that time, I was also taken to the nearest public hospital for treatment. Shortly after that time, I underwent surgery to remove the tonsils at Prof. Dr. Margono Soekario Hospitals because I kept recurring when I drank the ice. It was my first surgery experience. Alhamdulillah, everything went well, and at that time, even until nowadays, I was free to drink ice without any fear of recurrence. Time passed, and I graduated from the elementary school and went on junior high school one Wangon, which at that time it was the most favorite school in Wangon sub-district and also one of the top favorite schools in Banyumas district, where the competition was very tight to be accepted there with the average grades UN registrants were high. I went to school by riding a bicycle with one of my elementary school friends who were accepted too. In junior high school, I felt the puppy love for the first time. I started to feel interesting to girl. Just call it as Rose, the girl I had a crush on at that time. We were in the 7th grade class. I innocently told her my feelings at that time, and at that time I was rejected. It was my first experience being rejected by a girl. It hurt me so much. Straight right here in my heart. In junior high school, I joined the OSIS and PMR organization and also joined the committee for my farewell ceremony. After graduating from junior high school, I continued to senior high school 1 Jatilawang. At the time of registration, I chose the first choice is senior high school 2 Prokerto, and the second choice is senior high school 1 Jatilawang. In the end, I wasn't accepted in the first choice, but I accepted in the second choice. I think that's fine. That's okay for me. In 10th grade, one of my classmates, Sam, expressed his feelings directly to one of the girls in the class. It was a very new moment for me, and soon I was curious about it. I went back to having a crush on one of the girls in my class, and after asking Sam for tips on how to do it, I finally had the courage to express my feelings directly in class before the first hour of class started. I was very nervous, because it was my first experience to do it. Luckily, I was accepted at that time. Our relationship also lasted 1 year to 11th grade, and in the end, we broke up. However, we were good friends until now. And after graduating from high school, I also tried to apply to various state universities. All I tried, but I got failure. Maybe it wasn't my way to study at public universities, and finally I decided to study at UMP. Before the online learning started in March 2020, I was quite obese with a height of 170 centimeters, and my weight was 109 kilograms at that time. After that, I finally decided to take a diet right away because I was thinking of taking advantage of more opportunities at home because of this online learning pace. Until this time, April 2021, I have dropped a total of 34 kilograms for 109 kilograms to 75 kilograms. And I still continue my courage for reach my target in 65 kilograms. Okay, I think that's all the journey of my life. Hope you like it, hope you enjoy it. Thank you. See you, bye bye. Ciao.